I quite literally do not want to get up right now. But we got a full day ahead and I gotta go to work, so let's get up. So I wanted to take you guys along with me and show you what a typical day in my life looks like, so you guys can get some insight on what happens in my day-to-day life. I have such bad lighting except for in the morning and in the afternoon in my room, so please bear with me. What you saw was me doing my skincare routine, which is what I do every single day and never changes. My room is never really a big mess, but I feel like I just have a lot of clutter I need to get rid of, so I thought I would show you guys cleaning up my room before I actually get my day started, before I even eat breakfast, because I feel like for me personally, I would rather have a clean space and a clean room before I actually get started with my day, before I start any homework, before I even get to enjoy my breakfast. So let's get started. Okay, so we made the bed. This is usually how I make it anyways. Very plain, very simple. I want to get some of the Jellycat stuffed animals eventually to kind of just make my room more cutesy, more comfortable, and a little bit more girly. But this is the situation right now with clothing. I like wash my clothes and then have a tendency to not put them away for a couple days. And it's a really bad habit because then I'm just picking clothes out of a pile. Usually I'm pretty good about it, but because my life is so hectic right now and so busy, I don't have time. So I really need to start making the time in the mornings to do stuff like that instead of later at night, because I really don't have time at night. So we're gonna put those away right now. Let's just please ignore the fact that I still don't have closet doors. We started renovating our house like 3 years ago and we just haven't gotten around to finishing everything. And that was one of the small things that we just never got. So my room's probably gonna be like that for a while, but it's okay. My hair is literally a mess, but we're gonna worry about that later. So I wanted to show you my typical makeup routine for a normal day in my life, what I normally wear. And as you can tell, I have a little bit of some stress acne, which is normal for me. And I also deal with hormonal acne, so that changes depending on my cycle. TMI, but like I don't care, I'd rather be honest. So yeah, as you can see, I'm gonna try to show you guys best what I do to cover up. And I cover up because you can't really fully cover up the acne marks without it breaking you out more, in all honesty. So I'm going to show you like my light makeup routine. A little PSA, I do work with kids and I live in Florida, so we spend a lot of our time outside in the sun. So I wear a lot of sunscreen and things that aren't going to melt off my face throughout the day, or things that I wouldn't care will come off easily because I'm always running around with these kids. So first I use the e.l.f. Whoa Glow sunscreen. It's basically like a primer for me too. It has a small tint to it, but I use this as my sunscreen because it doesn't break me out. It's not super smelly, there's no white cast, and it just blends really nicely with all the makeup that I use. I use this Maybelline eraser, and it does a lot. So basically what I'm gonna do is just go over any red spots, kind of just dabbing it. So I'm just going with my 2 fingers and I'm gonna blend all of that out. And this concealer really just like blends with your skin seamlessly. For me at least, like it's worked for everything. And it makes it look really natural with I've never had any issues with this concealer. Okay, so it's blended out for the most part, and obviously it didn't cover everything, but it did help blend the redness and kind of like blur it a little bit. Then I'm going to use the CoverGirl Clean and Fresh. This is a very light foundation. I like this foundation because it just gives that dewy skin finish. And again, I've never had any issues with it. It doesn't break me out, which is what I need the most because my skin breaks out with everything. And then I use a brush for my foundations. This is an e.l.f. brush, in case you're wondering. I really like using this foundation because it really helps just blend the skin tone and even it out, because when you do have acne, at least for me, I have a lot of redness, so it kind of makes the acne almost look like it's at its ending phase instead of its starting phase, if that makes sense at all. And I know a lot of people, when it comes to acne, they're very insecure about it, which is completely fine. I am too at times. But you have to be honest with yourself, and if I'm being completely honest, people really don't pay attention to your acne. It's when you make it obvious that people are going to pay attention to it. So that's why I just try my best to do what I can to maintain it, but I'm not necessarily trying to cover it or hide it, because then I feel like that makes it more obvious, and it kind of shows that insecurity a little bit more. I'm literally just gonna go on the under eye. I really need a lighter shade. This one's too neutral tone for me, but it works for the meantime. And I've already gone through 2 of these within a year, so that can tell you something. And then again with the concealer, just taking my fingers. I use my fingers because I feel like a brush just takes all the product away and doesn't blend it as seamlessly. So make sure you have clean hands. Okay, I'm gonna get real close and personal just to show you. In my opinion, you can't see the difference. You really can't see the makeup. My last step, again, this is really all I do, and I don't add a lot of powder. If anything, I use liquid blushes, liquid contour if I wanted to, but I try not to because, again, I'm not trying to go for that overdoing look. I'm just going to work. And then after work, I'd go to the gym or, come home and do homework or whatever. But basically, for my eyebrows, I just comb them out, gel them, and then I underline them just to give that contoured look as if I were having a full face of makeup on. Usually I would put a little bit of contour or blush, but I don't want to today just because my face was really red and I don't want to give more to the redness by adding blush. I just think it will, make things worse. But sometimes I like to add contour just to kind of bring out some of those features in my face. You just have to remind yourself that nobody's perfect. Everybody deals with acne. All the people you see on social media, all those girls, if you're a guy, all those guys that have clean skincare routines, they have acne at times. They just show their good days. If I'm being honest, on my TikToks and on Instagram, I do use filters. Well, Instagram not so much, but TikTok I do use the blue eyes filter, the light foundation filter, because it just makes me look cuter and more put together if I don't have makeup on. But there are times where I don't use those filters and I just show my natural face, and I try to do that because I don't want people thinking I'm plastic and fake, because I'm not. I deal with terrible acne. Your influencer girlies who do the get readies with me and stuff, for example Alex Earl, she's really good about showing her acne and her journey with that, because she's had to be put on Accutane. Thankfully I've never had to, but that's a really harsh drug. all of my siblings have been on it except for me. I totally forgot to show you guys what brow product I use, but I use the NYX brow glue. And let me tell you, I've tried a lot of brow glues. I've literally tried hairspray and gel. This one works the best, giving that gel sleek look. I do recommend that after you like comb them through, that you do either like stamp them down with a finger or like a flat surface so that they really stick down. But this one has kept my brows in place the longest for the longest amount of time without making them like fall. Because I've tried the e.l.f., love e.l.f., but I've tried the e.l.f. brow glue, whatever it's called. It made my hair so heavy that my eyebrow hair like fell. I can't even lie, guys, I'm a yapper. I need to like be quiet sometimes. Carving out the brows. This is another, oh, this is actually a Morphe. It's the Morphe M410, and then I'm using the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is the one that I usually would use if I was like going out, because it still gives that light look, but it is a little bit more heavy coverage compared to the one that I chose to use today. Like, do you know how difficult it is to get two eyebrows to match perfectly when you know that they're not the right or symmetrical shape? A lot of time and patience. And just so everything like kind of stays in place, I'm just taking like a typical powder of mine. I use the Fit Me. I use a bunch of different ones. I also use the Laura Mercier powder. That one's a little bit more expensive, but literally the smallest amount. And I just tap it in so that the makeup that is on the acne stays on. But it still looks, you know, dewy and fresh and not too cakey. Okay, that's it for my makeup today. I don't have to do my eyelashes because I did just recently get eyelash extensions. I like them because it keeps my routine quicker, but I'm starting to realize that they're a lot to maintain. They're also very expensive, and I like to do like shimmer on my eyeshadow, but I've been really scared to do it because I don't want to ruin them. Like, I'm paying a lot for these, and I don't want to put makeup on my eye and then it like make my eyelashes fall out more, because I have to rub off the makeup and whatnot, and I try my best to be careful with them. But yeah, I've done them twice now, but I think I'm gonna do them one more time, and that's kind of gonna be it. And then I'm just gonna do lash clusters, because usually I do lash clusters anyways, and I like those because I can take them off when I get tired of them. I can't lie, like these, sometimes I get tired of them. Like, I just want to rub my eye so hard or like itch my eye, and I'm too scared to because they're gonna fall out. I do like the fact that it saves some time in my routine. But that's it. As you can tell, still you can see my acne a little bit, but the redness is definitely covered, and that's exactly what I wanted. So now we need to move on to doing homework. Now comes the real priorities. Getting my college homework done. This is probably my least favorite part of my mornings, only because I'm in really difficult classes right now. I'm on track to graduate, and I'm only taking 4 classes right now because I'm working. But that doesn't mean that it's not challenging and it's not time consuming. I don't know about you guys, but I'm in business classes, right? I'm a business girly. And accounting, we're just not friends. We're not friends, and I don't think we're ever going to be friends. I really try, but I feel like when I don't apply myself, I do better than I actually, like when I actually apply myself. I don't know what it is, but yeah. So let's get that done. Even though I always get ready early, somehow I still end up being late to work. But anyways, I tried to like do my hair like a blowout with like a curler, but I really need to buy that Revlon brush or maybe like a Shark. I don't know, but this is the hair for today. I have a feeling my camera's gonna fall, and I really hope it doesn't fall because I want to film while I'm on my way to work, but that might not work. Alright, well, I gotta go to work, so I'll talk to you guys later. Alright guys, I just got back from work. I had a really long day. My day was good. I work with a lot of fun people, so that makes it a lot better. I just work with kids, so like a lot of them are very high energetic, and it's hard to like maintain at their level and their level of behavior. But yeah, by the time I get home, my social battery is kind of like dead. So I just try to reset. Like right now I have to go cook dinner because my mom, she just got a new job. I live at home with my parents. For those of you who haven't seen the first vlog, go watch that. I explained everything. But so basically my mom got a new job. She works until 8 p.m. because they're in another time zone. So she like starts the main course or whatever, and then by the time I get home I have to cook like a side dish, like rice, and then like a veggie on the side just to have with it, which I don't mind at all. But sometimes I do wish I could just come home and just lights out and go to sleep, but unfortunately I can't, and life is not that easy. So, and then after I cook, I think I'm gonna go to the gym, and then I'm gonna do some homework. We love homework over here. But yeah, my days are typically like this. I usually don't get a break. I'm gonna try to get a lot of my homework done early this week. I have a lot of stuff due Friday, and it kind of sucks, but I usually can get it done before then, so that way I can enjoy my Fridays and Saturdays and just be able to record for you guys and also just mentally reset for myself. So yeah, that was how my day was. So let's go ahead and let's go cook dinner together.
Hi, sweet boy. Where's your sister, huh?
Here's the fit for the gym. I am not a leggings person. Sometimes I am if I'm doing yoga or like a lot more stretching, but I usually go for a big t-shirt, a pair of workout shorts, and then some running shoes or some Converse. Today I'm doing running shoes just because I am doing a lot more cardio than normal, and these are quite literally my favorite shoes. They're so comfortable. And yeah, and I have my Apple Watch on just to track everything. I'm not one to like take off my shirt. I just like having the big baggy shirt to cover me up. So, but yeah, that's the fit. Now let's go to the gym. So I went to the gym and showered now, and my hair is giving like 5-year-old, but we'll handle that in a second. I'm going to pre-cleanse before I cleanse with just some micellar water. Now I cleanse like normal, and I always use the CeraVe Renewing Cleanser. It's just what's worked best for my acne. Then I do have some prescription topical creams that I use. I have a PM and an AM. This is the PM, and I just put this on my face and I let this sit with nothing else, no moisturizer, no nothing, because I want it to like, whatever acne I have, it will be gone for the most part tomorrow. And then as far as hair goes, I have longer hair than most people. And to be honest, I have pretty, I wouldn't say super straight hair, but my hair is straight for the most part. I section it off how I normally would, just at my part. There's my part. And then I'm going to put it in a protective style braid to the side of my head, just so it's more comfortable when I sleep. I'm not like, it's not on the back of my head tugging or anything. I have a silk pillowcase that I lay on, so it helps with the friction. If you have any of those things, those really help. My sister uses the bonnet, and she really likes it. So basically this keeps your hair protective, especially if you have like thin, dry hair like I do. And then scrunchie so that it doesn't leave a divot in your hair over the night. And then that's it for hair. And then I'm just gonna brush my teeth, and then we'll get ready to go to bed for real. Alright, now I'm back in my room finally. My day was really long, to be honest. This is typically how my days are anyways. I hope that by giving you guys some insight, you guys are able to better understand me. Also, maybe it will inspire you to work a little bit harder. Maybe try to get more stuff done in your day. I'm not really sure, but I just wanted to give you guys a glimpse into what my life looks like, my day-to-day life, because I'm not perfect. Nothing about my life is perfect. I love what I do. I love everything that happens in my life, but I'm still human at the end of the day. I still have a busy schedule. But yeah, usually once I get home from the gym, I'm pretty tired. On days where I don't go to the gym, I'm usually jumping right back into homework, and I don't really have time for naps or anything like that. And my body just doesn't really allow me to. Once I'm up until my bedtime, which I think is good for me and it's healthy for me. I don't feel like I'm gonna crash, but yeah, I just can't like take naps. I have some friends that can take naps after work and stuff, but I just can't personally. So I have a lot of homework I need to do. I have a lot of stuff due Friday, unfortunately. Like I said, a lot of my assignments are due on Fridays. So I'm going to take the time tonight. I have a little bit more free time before I have to go to bed. And I'm just going to binge watch Gilmore Girls and finish my homework. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys later.